Going
We
live.
put on more lights, so you think we're...
If you put on more lights, it works better.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, how about it?
what's happening, guys?
Yeah, seriously. All right,
How's
so
it going, everybody?
we're recording everywhere in worlds.
What's up? Netherfriends here. Oh wait, Dave, you should do this.
What's going on? It's Terminator Dave, and you're listening to Netherfriends podcast here on every streaming station there is possible, especially on YouTube and Instagram Live.
This
We here.
episode is sponsored by Moon Rocks.
Sponsored by Moon Rocks.
They will.
Roll 13, because that's I think where I got mine.
Dude.
There were definitely like a bunch of influences. I really, I was drawn to that story. I really was. Before the movie came out, I think Dave and I, we both went to space camp.
Yeah, we definitely went to space camp.
And that was really neat. We were in Huntsville, Alabama.
Really?
Yep.
Yo, real talk. Our grandfather was a World War II fighter ace, and he was a bomber pilot, and he also flew the cargo lanes. He like flew the hump in North
Burma.
Africa.
Burma.
Burma?
What is that? I don't know what that is.
Super dangerous flight route.
Yeah,
A lot of turbulence.
but like the Pacific Theater, you know,
Yo, I'm really
fighting the Japanese. It was fucking pretty serious, and we like got into all of his stories and stuff,
yeah.
and we got into aviation, and we were like, oh, planes are cool, and then we started learning about like space and shit, and then we heard that there was something like space camp.
Space camp.
So for our bar mitzvah,
You
we went
guys
space
so
camp. It was
nerded
the
out,
shit.
bro. We nerded out.
Dude,
so
what was
hard.
your theme for your bar mitzvah? Because you got a theme typically, right?
What was it? I don't even
Oh yeah, you
remember.
guys are twins. I
Be
don't know if
happy.
they can tell that. Do you think
We're twins.
these
Hey, guys!
people- I feel like this is so. The Instagram video is so far away. I've never been this far away from my phone before.
Just like if I just like get in.
Yeah,
into
we
it,
gotta
like,
get him real
"Hey, guys."
close.
And then I'm up on the mic.
We'll just look.
Turn-
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
There we go,
We can
bro.
do this.
How's that? Is that better, bro?
I'm not even talking into this mic. And no one's watching on YouTube. I'm a little concerned that like the volume's not loud enough on YouTube, but I
Well,
think we're good.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck, man.
you-
No, I
You're
think,
killing
I think
it,
the
man.
volume's good on YouTube. It's got the two dots, guy.
Yo, you should turn it even farther up, man. Because I feel like you just got it going on with the Apollo, with Apollo-ish.
I'm just gonna turn this shit up. All right, we're good. Who cares?
Word.
This is the worst part of the podcast.
Is this the worst part?
This is trying to figure out how to get a podcast to work. So yeah, we made an album together, and it's a beautiful album, right?
It's an incredible album, man. Shadow Trap is out of control. We got some more albums coming too, bro.
Yeah, Shadow Trap's the shit.
we
Shadow-
got the Jam
Super
album.
fun.
Probably the most fun I had making music last year.
Shit, man.
You know,
That means a lot, dude. You make a lot of music, bro.
This guy makes a lot of music. It's
I
3
mean,
albums a month now. man.
they
It's
know,
too
they
much.
know, they don't care. They no one can keep up, and that's
Yeah.
okay. But we have a lot of other albums coming out. I mean, that was my first DJ scratching album. I never made an album like that before, and that's all Dave. Terminator Dave did all of that.
It was fun, dude. To be honest, I had no idea what to expect. And when you said let's make a record, I was like, oh, cool. We're gonna like, make some dope shit. I didn't realize that on my first or second take that was gonna be like parts of the song.
Yeah, dude, I don't have patience. Like I can't be in a band anymore because I just have no patience for anything. I'm just like, let's just get it done. So like I'm mute with recording with Ableton. You can make anything. Oh yeah, watch it. You can fucking do anything with oh no, the filter came out.
Don't worry about it, man.
Ableton is the key to when you can just sloppily record shit and then make it sound polished and perfect. Right?
That's that good old flex time, man. Flex time is amazing.
It's
Well, what's
warp.
important, I guess, is the idea. And yeah, you have to have good chops to make it work. But shit, man, if you can express your ideas and make them clean
Yeah.
and still retain the element of creativity and color, then you're still making music.
Yeah.
And you make a lot of fucking music, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's
Facts.
Fuck, God makes a lot of motherfucking music.
It's just
Facts.
there's that, and then just having no fear and releasing what you do, because who cares? Like nothing matters.
Nothing.
Jim Carrey.
You just Jim Carrey your
Uh,
whole shit.
Do you think he was quoting Queen?
No, I think
Nothing really
he came to his own epiphany, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they can't. Oh,
Oh,
fucking everything up. They can't see everybody. Your wife is my wife.
My wife.
They can't see us. We can. Yeah, watch this on YouTube. I don't.
Whoa, that's talk about reflexive. That's fucking crazy. You're in like the fifth dimension.
Yeah, watch that shit on YouTube. If you want, we're on YouTube. We're on everywhere. We're in the world. Well, this is.
This is really intense. It's like one
future.
Yeah, the future.
The future is very complex and stressful, and try not to participate.
Don't do it. I don't know how we're gonna. You can keep fucking with it. So yeah, we made Shadow Trap. I don't know if you heard it, but you should definitely check it out. And the reason we called it Shadow Trap is because I thought it sounded like a DJ Shadow album.
I'm in the back, man.
Oh my god,
This is gonna
so
work one way or
funny.
another. Shadow Trap is a DJ as
I need a studio. I need like a podcast studio set up. Wouldn't that be sick? Could do this in with like multiple camera angles, and they could cut and
that would be word.
yeah.
That would be like most word.
Most word.
That'd be like most word.
No one says word anymore.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong
Word?
with that, man? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the word.
It's just not a thing anymore.
No,
people
it's
say
like-
bet.
Right. People
Bet.
you don't think people say bet? You're saying people say bet.
Everybody I talk to says bet.
Everyone says bet.
People say safe too.
safe. Yeah,
Like,
like
see you later, man. No, safe.
Oh, I haven't heard that one yet.
I've heard safe.
That's some
Ali G was using safe for like a long time.
yeah. Safe.
Safe.
Oh my god, dude. Let's give it up for
Terminator Dave.
Terminator Dave on the. This is not working out, dude. let's just here. Give me the phone. There's literally 3 people watching you do this. We're gonna end it.
It's amazing.
Watch us on YouTube, okay? This podcast, I love it. Hey, look, the way I look at it is, you get about 50 episodes before anybody really starts paying attention. So this is all just kind of filler. So people, when they go back, they're gonna be like, "Wow, he really sucked at podcasting back then."
We're gonna.
But you
eat
suck
shit.
at everything for a good.
Before you're really great.
Yeah, man. I mean, people.
In order to experience success, you must know what it's like to fail and what you're trying to be successful at.
When I first started smoking weed professionally, I was not good at smoking weed.
No, you have to learn how to do that.
You have to learn how to not get too high, and you need to learn how to be completely normal in any conversation, even though you reek of weed, and you can barely keep your eyes open, like they could just see your you're just squinting at the sun.
Just don't let it get to you, man.
Like the lady yesterday, we went to these guys love milkshakes, and the lady at the drive-through was staring at me, and I knew she was looking at me like, this motherfucker is stoned, and I was.
But he wasn't the one looking for milkshakes.
Yeah, but I mean, she still was looking. She didn't know that. She thought maybe I was getting the milkshakes. So she's looking at me like, whoa, this guy's faded.
Faded is a
And
good
I
thing.
just didn't. I knew it. I knew in my head. I was like, this is.
You know
but
why I didn't?
I kept my cool. I kept my cool.
I didn't see this because I was passed out in the back of the car.
Yeah, it doesn't phase me. It was just funny to notice. This is burning real weird. I apologize. I don't know how to smoke moon rocks. Oh yeah. So for people who out there listening or watching, you guys, the moon rock is the greatest invention of all time.
Truth.
And it's not actually from the moon, although it feels like you are on the moon when you smoke it.
That's right.
You take a nug of weed, okay,
Just like a little bit.
and you dip it in hash oil, and then you roll, which what's hash oil? It's like the concentrated version of weed. They press weed. Isn't that what they do? I don't know.
I think that they do something.
Like, I don't know any. I'm not a
They
scientist.
make weed oil out of hash, but then hash is also super potent and intense.
Yeah. And then they cover it in keef, which is the crystal shit that gets you really stoned. It's full of THC, which is what makes you feel stoned.
Makes you weird, man.
It makes you feel like
It
you're
makes
on
you
another planet.
Austin, Texas, bro.
This is why they call it the weird city.
Oh yeah, so you guys live in Austin and you live in New York / New Jersey.
Yep.
That is the truth.
Yep.
What's that like? I mean, I know what it's like, but you could tell people like,
Yeah, man. Living in New York and New Jersey at the same time as living in Austin it's a hustle.
it's a hustle, right?
I mean, we ride the plane like it's a school bus, but it is a school bus. And
Do you guys still do you pay the extra fee to get the like where you can go through customs and they don't fuck with you?
Yeah, I paid that once.
Oh, you have to pay every time?
No, I paid it once and then that's that.
Oh, how much is it?
I think it's just like the registration fee, maybe like $75. I forget how much it
Yo.
was, but it is so worth it, man.
I
Fucking
bet.
TSA.
They
pre-check.
suck lately, and I have to take everything out because I bring snacks on the plane. I bring my
Dog.
microphone.
I mean, you
Like
can do.
they do not want. And
They want
then,
to see everything in your back.
no joke, they searched. Like the guy was like, "There's something in your crotch," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "I'm gonna have to search you." And so he's touching me like literally.
Oh, I've had that.
That's so weird, dude.
He's like, "Something showed up." I was like, "Yeah, it's my balls."
Yeah, my balls showed up on your
Yeah,
scanner.
my big.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough going through
Yo, it's
security all the
weird,
time,
man. Because like mad people are walking past you, watching this dude like feel your balls.
I mean, he did
He's
it
like-
really discreetly. It wasn't like he immediately touched. He does kind of like the here. Let me feel the outside. All right.
Oh no,
yeah,
he's
all
definitely
right.
telling you what he's putting his hands, and then he puts his hands there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel your crotch.
That happened to me.
Yeah.
That happened to me.
Cool. I'm glad I'm not alone.
Yep. Me too.
No, this shit is weird. But you know what? If you decide you want to just say hi to the government a little closer, you can get on that TSA pre-check list.
Yeah.
have to
So
deal
they
with that
could
shit.
see me smoking weed on YouTube.
Rough.
Hey
Sorry, guys.
man, this is a stunt joint. This is actually tobacco. We're not smoking anything illegal.
No,
This
never.
is just a skit. So, all right, what else? What else do we just want to talk about? We're trying to make an album in New York, right?
Yeah,
So, what should the album be about?
man, that is a great question.
Or should we just wait till I don't like planning that far ahead, but maybe if we come up with a good idea, we get excited and build up everything for it. Like,
Well, the theme has generally been the way that you like to rock, right? I guess that's the way that.
like what's the
shit is
most
working.
fun we could have in the Hamptons? Like, it's in the Hamptons, right? What is the Hamptons
We're
about?
in the
I've never.
other Hamptons. We're in North Fork.
I don't know what the. I've only seen Seinfeld. I only know what Seinfeld Hamptons.
So they're
is.
talking about the South Fork,
So
right.
this is not
like
the beach,
like
right?
well, it is the beach, but Long Island splits out into two peninsulas.
Yeah.
One's the North Fork and one's the South Fork. The South Fork is what you would most classically call the Hamptons.
Yeah.
What everyone from the television show is probably referring to. The North Fork, pretty much is like a completely different universe, and that's probably we'll be hanging out.
Dude,
But we can go to Hamptons if you want, man.
this kid. This is why. Look, I don't know why I even ask people for suggestions. I've never taken anyone's suggestion on an album. Maybe a girlfriend or a lady friend is suggested.
Whoa.
This kid's telling me he's got Lyme disease. We're gonna get Lyme disease in the Hamptons.
No, we're not gonna get Lyme disease.
We got clams. This is, shout
Clams,
out,
lobsters. Yo,
very, very tired on YouTube right now. They're suggesting some terrible albums I will never make.
oh, but
I
lobsters,
appreciate
though,
that, yeah.
You ever eat lobster, bro?
Not as much as I should, you know.
Yeah, lobster. That's a delicacy. Bro.
I don't
Yeah,
know if I
lobster's fucking good. Man.
don't know
You
if I've ever
we-
talked about it on the
we,
podcast.
we barbecued some shrimp yesterday.
Yeah, I don't eat. I haven't eaten meat since I was a kid. I haven't even told my parents to start eating meat again. But like since I was like,
Whoa.
yeah, I was real little, stupid young, and I was like, fuck meat. It was just 'cause my mom doesn't know how to season food. She's not gonna see this podcast, so it's okay. We're good. She's the
want any of that fire.
stereotypical like white. Like there's no white pride in my life because of my parents. Just
it's
think
too
about
much.
like, yeah, no white pride. But yeah, so I started eating meat again yesterday, right? That was yesterday.
Yeah.
We got so stoned last night and we made we barbecued. I mean,
Yeah, we barbecued.
I helped.
You did?
And I helped.
Yeah, man, you made those skewers.
Yeah, we made a lot of.
I did
skewers,
put the
dude.
skewers together.
The
That was
skewers
a-
were-
I've
the
still been
skewers were
eating that
serious.
music.
Can I admit something to you guys? That was my first time touching raw meat.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to make you do that. I had
No, it
no
was great.
idea.
Dude, I told you I want to like kill a chicken. I want to like I want to like kill a chicken and eat it. Like I think like hunt like I feel like that would be an interesting because think
Yeah.
about it, dude. Shit's gonna hit the fan, and I'll be like, all right, cool. I already got the music. I got the entertainment. People are
Yeah.
gonna fucking worship me when the
My
shit
son.
hits the fan.
Yo, when the shit hits the fan,
Yeah.
we're gonna act exactly like we acted when they cut that gecko's tail off by accident, trying to sweep him out of the house.
Well, let me get it out of the way now. Let me get through all like I need to
Get
Yo,
rid of all the
For
awkwardness.
the record,
now,
we
man.
screamed like little 3-year-old boys running away from a monster after we were trying to sweep this thing out of the house.
It was not
We
good,
cut its
man.
poor tail off.
Well,
and
you
it was
stepped on it, right?
I don't know what I did.
You stepped on it.
I'm so sorry. So I'm sorry, God.
It's cool, man.
ruined
That's
life.
life. We're an animal. We're fucking shit up. We're like, I feel like there's this cruel joke on us that we were put here to destroy things, and then it's like a game that nature plays, and they're like, then nature kills us.
We put down a
We-
lot of things by that porch, man. Put down all that meat, on them vegetables.
Yeah.
The
Oh, we're
gecko.
talking about the. I forgot what you were talking about.
Yeah.
We're talking about the skewers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boozy Rocks need to come with a disclaimer.
Moon rocks. Highly suggest
Highly.
that you try moon rocks. If you can go to a legal dispensary, they have them there, right? I actually didn't buy moon rocks when I was in LA. I could have. I saw them. I just decided. So, dude, the tax in LA is out of control for weed.
Still though, did you go to that Apple store for weed like downtown LA?
I went to like one bougie place and like where they don't even package the weed for you in front of you. They do it like as a pharmacy style.
That's right. Yeah.
So like my friend was in.
It
the
was like
back and-
downtown, right?
No, this was in like Compton.
I was in Compton.
Yeah, it was really bougie though.
Neat.
You know,
I like bougie weed stores.
Do they have
Dude,
someone come up to you
fuck
and
the bougie weed stores, man. Go to like the hood spot. That's the best. It's so good. It's so good. There's no sign, and it's called like it was called like Mr. 8 gram or like Mr. $5 for 8 grams or something. It didn't even have a good name.
I like that.
Mr. $5 for 8 grams.
Mr. $5 for 8 grams.
Yeah,
That's a
Sounds like the
lot,
name of
dude.
an album.
yeah,
$5 for 8 grams.
yeah. What did you say about Oregon?
It's
Oregon?
like $3 a gram.
Where'd you see that?
It was like it was a road sign that my friend sent me because he lives out there.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You guys in Oregon are killing the game.
I just can't
Killing it.
live in I want to visit there. Hopefully, I'll be there at some point and we could smoke weed.
I tell you, I think it's going to happen in New York and New Jersey pretty soon. I mean, the mayor de Blasio just told the police to stop arresting people for smoking weed in public.
I think 2020 is the year that everything will be legal. I mean, weed will be legal nationwide. I just say that because I want to go to all 50 states in 2020. Feel like the best feeling in the world to be like, oh, I can ride dirty everywhere.
Yeah, well, riding dirty isn't always exactly what it cracks up to be.
Dying.
Dying.
So yeah, I'm really tired of eating my weed. I've had to eat my weed many times when I get pulled over because I do not trust. And one time, the last time I ate my weed, it was in Kansas and we got searched. It was with the Palmer Squares and they searched the whole vehicle. It was a nightmare. It was like late at night too. It was really cold outside. I mean, it was just the beginning of the fall. So it was like that that time where during the day it's really hot, and then by night you're like, oh shit, I should have had a jacket. But instead, I'm sitting, like where they're gonna assassinate you. What's that? Where you sit with
On the
your
grassy knoll.
No, I was talking about like where they
curb.
put you like where you get on your knees. Felt like they were just gonna line us up. They lined us up, and we were all just sitting on the side of the road.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Is that how far away you've been holding the mic?
No, I've been like up here when I
All
needed
right,
to.
well, just compression does that shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's all there. You'll hear
it.
Compression.
Yeah, we got that.
You'll hear it, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Man, one time we got pulled over in Sierra Blanca.
Oh, but we
Where's
weren't
Sierra
playing.
Blanca.
That's the checkpoint, dog.
Between-
Oh, down south.
Yeah. And they don't play.
No.
We made sure we were holding 0, and it worked just fine.
Uh-huh.
But our
Only
van reeked.
because they searched us and they didn't find anything.
They searched us and they didn't find anything because we weren't holding anything. It was wonderful. We knew what the truth was, and none of us were so nervous. But they were trying to like make us shake because their dogs lit up so hard.
Oh yeah.
Wheels didn't even stop rolling.
No, wheels didn't stop rolling. Yeah. We were. I remember this actually super clearly. I'm on the phone with Elise. She's telling me about how like there's an emergency at home. She cancels her trip to come see us at South by Southwest, or cancels the flight to come in that day. And I'm like, I'll be right back. We got to get searched at Sierra Blanca. And I hang up the phone. I wake up, get out of like the little like man-made bed in the back of our van, and sit in the seat. And we had like cleaned out the van for 3 hours before, making sure that everything was out.
Yeah.
And so they stop us. They say, "Hey, we're just gonna have the dog search the van. If you guys don't mind, please step out. They're lighting up pretty hard." We're like, "Yeah, no problem."
Do
We
they
jump
say
out.
that weed's not? Because I remember when I went through it, they said, "Oh, we don't care about weed."
When was this?
This was a while. It was in like 2010.
Well, this was in this is a little later.
Yeah,
toward
this is
2014,
different.
2015.
Yeah, this is a little different.
All right.
And when we rolled through, it was really rough because then we're all out of the van. We're
Mhm.
standing in the police checkpoint, and there's like tons of cameras around us, tons of officers around us, and it's stressful. Like, it is not fun to be in this situation right now. But we know we were clean, and we said to each other, like, if any one of you guys is holding something, you should think about it twice because nobody wants to be sitting in jail cell by themselves.
Yeah.
Because fuck that. And we were clean, and the cop comes up to us at the end after the dog has been running around in our van, and the van is shaking back and forth, and the dog is running back and forth, and we're like, "Oh my
We're making
God."
small talk with like the armed
Yeah, isn't it-
policeman.
dude, I've done that so many times when you tour through countries too.
It was so rough,
They
but
always detain you.
man,
Yeah,
so like they said that we didn't find anything in the car, but we found this. Whose is this? I'm like, "That's our money pouch." He's like, "Yeah, you missing a couple 20s?" And I'm like looking at the guy like, we spent all of our money on tolls. There shouldn't be too much cash in there." He's like, "Yeah, you're right. Here you go." And I'm like, "Okay, you guys are free to go. Have a good one."
What the fuck?
So it was like,
He was trying to take your money?
no, he was just trying to fuck with us, man.
Dude, we got stopped in Canada, and then the guy goes, "Hey, it's your lucky day. We're gonna search you." And he was so nice to everybody. He was like, he like told the guy, like one of the guys in the group had a mustache on the tour, and he didn't have it in his passport picture. And the guy's like, "Hey man, I really like the mustache. It looks good." Like he's being really friendly. And then he's like, "All right, it's your lucky day. You're getting searched. Let's pull up over here." And then he like goes through, and they found
It's your lucky day.
they found some fruit, and they found one of those Kinder eggs I bought for my friend. Term K, the rapper, I bought him a little egg as a gift because he really wanted one and he had no money.
Oh man,
I was like, "I got you, dude." So I bought him a Kinder egg with one of those toys in the middle. That's illegal apparently in America. This is what the guy told us. And then this lady chimes in working there, and she goes, "Oh, actually, they changed the law on that. Let me look it up." We sat there for a good like 10 extra minutes because of the stupid egg. And
So
she's sitting there
they're
like,
looking up the law.
yeah, she's like, hold on. I'm going to find it. Like, they changed the law. And then eventually they're just like, all right, you can have it back. But they held
My
us
God.
up in customs for like an extra good 5-10 minutes.
That's insane.
It felt like 10 minutes.
well,
you know?
man, everybody should know that there's
We were like,
a
can
law.
we go?
Don't break the law.
But you don't even know if you're breaking the law. I didn't know that the
Breaking
Kinder
the
eggs
law,
were illegal.
breaking the law.
Well, I
Oh,
think,
well.
yeah, it's kind of rough. I think it's because you could swallow them by accident.
Yeah, because we love suing people in America, right?
That's right.
It's like our
Everyone's
hobby.
favorite thing to do.
It is like our favorite thing. It's our
Our
pastime.
favorite thing to
Baseball,
do.
I'ma sue you. Baseball sue. Baseball sue.
I should
Baseball
make
sue.
an album
Football.
about suing people.
Baseball suing
I'm gonna
football.
sue you.
It's like challenging for a baseball match. I'm gonna sue you. There's a home team, there's an away team, there's an arbiter, there is a jury and an audience. It's a baseball game, or is it a trial?
It's a very musical podcast. I'm excited. Dude,
Yeah.
I made a podcast with a dude from Coast Modern. It's on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
But
gotta see that shit.
he has the audio. He recorded it, and he has yet to give it to me. I need to I've been harassing him. Well, I only texted him once, but I don't want to bother him. You know?
He's on tour.
No, he's not. He's just sitting at home.
Oh man, he's done with the tour.
Yeah, he's just sitting at home.
Dude, send
Tell
him
him
a
to
track,
say
man.
hi.
We'll put it together.
He's
Fuck
just
yeah.
twiddling his thumbs. Yo, hey Coleman, if you're watching this, I need that audio for the podcast so I can put it up. He's watching. He's watched 24 minutes. He's sitting there. He watches every episode.
Yeah,
He's taking
He's
notes.
probably not watching 24. He's probably not watching this shit.
Dude, he would
You're
like
the man,
embarrass
though, man. You
me
probably got-
at the end of every show. He would say like, "This guy's changing the music industry." Like he would go off on this huge like rant about me, like Kanye rant.
Yo, man, let it
was-
happen.
No, it was funny. Like Davis recorded it. Like there was one time where I was booing him when he was saying shit. Like he was being really nice, and I was like, "Boo! That guy sucks." And then there'd be other times where I just like jump up and down and be really obnoxious. Like, "That's me. It's me. He's talking about me." Stand on a table.
Good for you, man. Fucking wild out.
Playing shows like when you're the artist, and I'm putting up quotes because that's like a pretentious term, right? There needs to be a new word for what people do. But
Be yourself.
yeah,
Try
when
it.
I'm being myself on stage, it's the only time you could do crazy things that you could never do when you're a patron at a bar. Like you could never stand on the bar or on a table and get away with it. And like the people, like the bartender, just like standing there, like watching you, like they don't care. It's the best thing. That's the best time. Other than that,
You can't be the wild guy. You sort of have a pass at being the wild guy. You're the entertainment. for the
Who,
evening.
me?
Rhetorically speaking.
Oh, well, I think that's what you're supposed to be. A lot of people
Right.
don't do that because they
Right.
have fear and they like keep their eyes closed when they play.
But if you were to push the envelope, you would find that on the other side lies that sort of gray area for your behavior as an artist slash the booked entertainment for the evening. Do you know what I mean?
Say what?
Like it's not like you were saying, like it's not acceptable for the patrons to just be dancing in the bar and freaking out and causing all kinds of chaos.
Yeah, you can't have that, but it's okay for the artist
It's
to
okay.
do it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's so funny to me.
But you would never know. You would never know if you never tried it.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, it's kind of fun to be wild.
well, I think music.
Definitely fun to be wild.
I don't know. My friend had a very fucked up. I was on tour with another guy that was like on tour forever character who like didn't really he had his own place, but he had a rule. It was his artist name was Meth Dad, and so Meth Dad, his rule.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah,
I gave you the.
He's kind of like okay. He was kind of like the.
Where's this story going?
Dude, I toured with him a lot. Him and Terra Pigeon Dance Revolt. It was like a
There you
whole.
go.
They still tour together.
Badass.
But yeah, they so Meth Dad told me, "Hey, listen, man, when it comes to sound guys, he's like it's easier to ask for, or it's easier to just do it, or it's I'm sorry, I'm already fucking up. It's easy
Rocks.
moon rocks, moon rocks, moon rocks, moon rocks. I'm gonna think of what I'm gonna say. Here we go. All right. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission.
It's definitely sometimes
I
easier to
did
ask
it!
for forgiveness than ask for permission.
But seriously, it's easier to ask for forgiveness. Like so, like I used to be like, oh, I don't want to move the monitors towards me, like, because the sound guy is like super old. He's like 75 and he's already drinking like a beer, and it's 3. And we're sound checking, and he hates his life. He didn't smile. He didn't even say, "Hey, I'm Brian." I had to be like, "Hey, I'm Sean." And you know, like when you have to initiate with the sound guy, it's like, "Oh man, the show's gonna suck."
Well, at least you put yourself out there, man.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
try
made
to
the right
kill him
move
with
first.
kindness.
Yeah, you gotta make.
But
the right
now it's like, yeah, but I still, yeah, I mean, but with those shows, his Meth Dad's whole philosophy was just, just do whatever you want and then apologize for it later. So you do anything. He would stand on pool tables, like they stood everywhere, and they had a wireless mic.
Wow.
So like I just learned a lot of that shit from like him and that Terra Pigeon Dance Revolt guy. I mean, that dude has like he does like his own light show and brings it to like a house. So he makes like a whole house party. Hey, I'm gonna have lights, and I mean it's all like Dan Deacon style where it's off like an iPod and he's
Wow.
just like singing around with. But I mean people love it.
It's just bomb, dude. He
There's
fucking kills the game.
Yeah, it's like so interesting to watch, and I was
They
like,
just happen to be themselves.
I was so inspired by that because I was like, oh, these guys just go crazy. That's what you need to do. And you don't see that a lot with like people who actually play the music themselves.
Word,
Like,
but is it crazy or is it just like that's unique and awesome and it's fun to watch unique, awesome shit?
Well, no, it's just out of the ordinary to see somebody run around and then also have like he had like a one of those foam Hulk hands that
Yeah.
put like lasers and lights on it,
Awesome.
and would like he would be like changing it while he's playing the song, and it was the craziest shit, dude. He had like the parachute thing where you all go under the parachute like from school.
I think
Dude,
that's
that's
awesome.
amazing.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
all like
I'm
it's-
waiting for the first guy to do the Infinity Gauntlet
What's that?
live.
What's the Infinity Gauntlet?
It's
okay. This is probably where the conversation turns real weird. What the
Alright,
fuck are you talking
We're,
about?
we're 30 minutes in. We're good. Somebody on YouTube says, "Eat my ass."
Let's
Let's show that one.
well,
Says, "Show or hide." Like they already have like a filter. They're like, "Eat my ass." We need to shelter that one. We need to keep that one in.
I'm afraid.
Of what?
keep it out.
Of what's the gauntlet thing?
The Infinity Gauntlet is the glove in Avengers Infinity War
I guess it's not so weird.
that
This is a movie.
the evil character
Yes.
Thanos wields, and he gets all the Infinity Stones in the Infinity Gauntlet, which is a golden metal sort of glove.
Fuck all that shit.
I know it's pretty intense too.
Mike was on top of it though. It's Infinity Gauntlet. He was
Yeah,
right
yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
for sure. So he gets all the. Well, I'm not gonna ruin the movie, so
It's cool. No one
go
cares
watch the movie.
about it.
No one cares.
Dude, movies are really sad to me because people put so much investment and time into them, and then I mean, I guess this goes for everything, but movies in particular, it's like even there's a lot of movies from the 90s that were very popular that now today no one gives a fuck about. Like it had its moment in that time, and then it just
All movies do that though.
But some movies stand the test of time and like figure out a way to stay relevant in life, and people still like idolize them. Like,
Well, there you go. There you go. Like the ones that
But-
stand the test of time are the ones where you find the turns in the culture. If they're the ones if they're the ones making the impact, you'll see the impact long after they've made their salient debut in the eye of the public. So it's like by the time that shit pops, bam, you're there. And was it cool or was it a regurgitation of a trend, or did it actually push the limit or envelope? The shit that was crazier in that like push the limit, I think usually takes a deal.
my roommate has a bird that he just puts on his shoulder now, and he just walks around like a pirate.
I wondered what that sound was.
I have a pirate roommate now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, dude. One day I'm not gonna have roommates, and I'm gonna be like, man, I kind of
Pirate
liked having
roommate?
roommates.
I want a pirate roommate.
Yeah, I should make an album about roommates.
Yes.
Just like have everyone,
Roommates.
like all the roommates do a verse.
Do you think I should make movies? I
Uh.
was like, was that like I mean, because where would I could put them on YouTube, I just like,
Movies are multimedia,
you could do anything you want.
multimedia, and a lot of work.
Yeah, but
shit is
I just
hard.
think about like, all right, so when I went to
Movies is
Pittsburgh,
hard.
fell in love with this girl in Pittsburgh.
Yes, they're gonna win. Yes.
We're gonna get some background music from my roommate. I can't tell if he's listening to music or if
That's listening. That's not playing.
he's not that good.
No,
No, he's
it's
playing
just like
something
that, so it's not that loud.
Yeah, if he was playing, it would be like.
The rest of this podcast is gonna sound like you're. This is what it sounds like when you live in a practice space.
It's not bad, bro.
I could do it. I technically feel like I live in one. I mean, earlier my roommate was drumming, so I almost moved into
True.
a practice space
That's
in
fucking loud, man.
LA, but it would have been way more money. This place
Very.
is under $300.
You win.
I wish I could show people on YouTube my whole house. I could. I mean, I feel like every single video I've showcased the
Word.
house.
And you know what? If
So
we can figure out how to do Instagram Live, we can keep popping.
Fuck Instagram Live, dude. Fuck that shit.
Instagram Live. Fuck that shit.
But
Who's the chef?
the chef. What are you talking about?
Who wrote that book yesterday?
Oh, fuck Bobby Flay.
Fucking
Yo, I don't have a problem with Bobby Flay.
Flay.
I have no problems with Bobby Flay, but these guys, I'm gonna throw you under the bus, guys.
Whoa.
We were just
You
mad
hear it
because,
first.
we couldn't find the Bobby Flay recipe for skewers, barbecue skewers, man.
How you could do a
How do
barbecue
you do
book?
barbecue, but no barbecue skewers. I mean, the stuff
Bobby
you
Flay
write
does
is
what
amazing. I
he
mean, you're
does what he
killing the
wants,
game.
man.
You sell millions of books, and you kill the game. You are at the top. Why the
Hey,
barbecue
man.
skewers, man?
You can do whatever
Damn.
you want in life.
Barbecue skewer, barbecue bun.
I don't hate Bobby Flay.
Yo, we love you, Bobby.
We still love you, Bobby Flay. We were just frustrated. We were like, we're gonna trust Bobby Flay to tell us what to do with this barbecue. Then we had to trust Google and Mike.
No, it's just because I
It
pulled that.
still worked out.
I pulled that book out of your like dusty collection of books over there.
Yeah, that was actually my book. I bought. That might be like
Thank
a
you,
birthday
Bobby
present
Flay.
or
I
something.
love looking at other people's books. When I was staying in Chicago for a month, the house I sublet for a month in February, that house had like just the goofiest books. Like I wanted to pick something up and be like, oh, this is gonna be good to read at a coffee shop.
We had some good books in there.
No, you had great. I mean, you have good coffee table books. You don't have books you could bring to a coffee shop.
Right.
I don't want to bring a big book of Kurt Cobain's journal entries about
Oh,
how he wants to
Jesus.
kill himself.
Oh man, shit is so tough. I mean, Jesus.
It's a
fucking
great book.
Christ.
That's truly great book. You feel really guilty for reading it, and you feel like shit for weeks after you read it. And it finally goes away. You can say that, yeah, you read it. Do you want to read it again? I don't know. If you.
That's how I felt about Schindler's List.
Oh
I was like, all right, I saw it. Don't need to see it again.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. It was like
It's
surprisingly.
like The Departed. You can't watch The Departed.
Yeah, I don't
twice.
want to see Departed. I don't want to see
Departed was
Casino.
so rough.
I don't want to see.
So rough.
I don't want to see Casino again.
No,
I've
I
already
can't
seen
do
it.
man.
I've already seen
No, the
it.
characters were really ugly in that.
Yeah, it's not like a fun movie to watch.
Last
I
scene
don't-
crazy.
Yeah.
See, this is a podcast that people were to listen to in like 30 years. Nobody would be like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." We gotta talk about generic things. Like that's what I'm trying to do with my music. I don't want to mention fame. I mean, I could do that. I could be like, we talked about this, making albums about famous people.
Oh man, that dates you immediately. But also trend sound.
But dude, we're
also
already
dates you.
dated. I'm
Yeah, we are.
dated. I'm using technology that's current. I'm dated as fuck. My drums, the drum sounds date us. Whatever's hot in drums. Look at the 80s.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Look at the
that.
Look at the 80s.
It was so.
80s is
so
still around. We're still using
vintage.
808s.
That's so many.
Yeah, but
digital things.
the drums all sounded like. Psh, psh, I can't beatbox like you. My oh yeah.
Jeez.
I'm not that good.
Yo, man, my son
I have,
was.
like spill over my hand.
Yo, he was killing the game. Don't let him fool you. If you,
With what?
yo, honestly,
Don't let the game fool you.
don't let the game fool you. My son will figure it out. 10 seconds flat.
What,
spit it back.
beatboxing?
Yeah, most likely you figure that shit out.
Yeah,
quick.
I know how to do the snare. I'm not. I gotta get the rhythm down.
It's all like, linear patterns. You'll figure it out. Sing that shit. Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it exactly.
Yeah, you can sing the drums.
gotta sing the
like you sing a
drums.
song. Yeah, man.
This is a good length of the podcast. Unless you guys want to keep talking about, we can keep shooting the shit. I just feel bad for people listening to this podcast because they can hear my roommate just shred it.
Yo, what's wrong with the shred, bro?
You think that's
Let's
a
go
good background
shred with
noise?
him.
Man, shredding is awesome.
Well, he will not. Unless Camacho's here, he will not let anybody touch his drums.
Word up, man. It's all good. I'm good. He's just a shredder. I'm happy to enjoy the
I
shredding.
should do a podcast with my roommates. I'm
You
a
should.
really bad roommate.
They're pretty creative folks, man.
I know
like,
they're really cool people.
put
I
a
don't
lot
know.
into their music too. They go hard. In the
People
paint.
on YouTube are saying they can't even hear it. So, I got to stop tweaking with all this bullshit around and just focus on the art
Focus
of
on the art, man.
the art of podcasting, which is the future. Because I talked to a lot of people. I remember I did my Smoke All Your Tree tour.
Yeah.
No, I lied. It was my Make It or Break It tour, where it was the Break It. Where
It broke.
Yeah, I mean we broke up after that.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
you bring a girl on a trip, it might not work out. And so I went on this really epic trip up the West Coast, and I remember talking to a few friends like in Dallas and other places that are saying, "Oh, sorry, man, I haven't been listening to your new albums. I only listen to podcasts now. I only listen to podcasts." Like a lot of people were saying that.
Podcasts are pretty cool though.
People would
So
be
why not?
getting
Here
So
we
I was
are.
like, fuck yeah, let's
Here
start.
we are making a podcast. Hey,
Hello,
guys.
it's the podcast world.
Hello, the podcast
We're talking
world.
about shit. We're living our lives.
Yo, it's the Netherfriends podcast featuring Terminator Dave and Maniac Mike. Do something.
AKA
Kid Shreddi,
Kid Shreddi.
aka
Dick Disco.
AKA
The Long Wind.
AKA El Loco Miguel.
El Loco Miguel.
Come on, man. How are we forgetting these things?
There's so many
AKA.
AKAs.
Oh,
Yo, man. Tough.
This chair.
Can you hear that, guys?
It's squeaky.
Can you hear the squeaky chair?
Nobody can hear the squeaky chair, but we were rocking to it.
So yeah, so go listen to Shadow Trap.
Facts.
We made this album. We worked on it for, I say a year, but it was less than a year.
It's way less than a year.
It felt like a year. It felt
Yeah.
like about 10 years.
It was like 8.5, 9 months.
When did we drop that album? Last
April
month?
30th.
Whoa, already that was, what month are we in?
We're almost in July.
June.
Oh,
June, dude. June, dude.
I mean June.
Is it? Oh, it's almost June.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm crazy.
Okay, so go
Long
listen to
day.
it. Go
Moon
listen
rocks.
to it on Spotify.
Get that.
Yo, shout out everyone listening to me on Spotify. You're saving my
Yeah.
life. Trying to buy that Tesla still. Skirt! But not that
Skirt.
blue Tesla. Fuck that blue. I don't like that dark blue. I want Paisley. paint.
The
I
Paisley
want-
Tesla.
I want to get pulled over every 5 minutes with my car. What color should I paint my car to get
Red.
pulled over?
Red.
red. Painted
Fuck
red.
red. That red Tesla looks like shit.
Well,
I want
That's the hottest color.
camo.
That's the one they shot into the into outer space, bro.
Oh, I want that one.
The red Tesla.
I don't know, man. I wish the Tesla looks way cooler. There needs to be a cooler electric car that doesn't look goofy. Cars look goofy to me, man. I haven't had a car in about, I don't know how long, 3 years, 4 years.
Good for you, dude.
I
Fuck-
don't miss
fuck-
it
fuck
at
having all of them.
all. I rent cars.
That's
I'll
a good
rent a
idea.
car when I go places.
Get the insurance.
Oh, I didn't get the insurance this time.
Definitely get the insurance,
Should I add it on?
dude.
Yeah.
Definitely. add it on.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's like 70 more bucks.
yo, it's totally worth it.
Fuck.
If you're gonna drive it long distance, you want to give the keys back, and that's all you have to do.
That's
No
right.
matter
No,
what
I still like fill up the tank.
Yeah, but
I do
give the
that
keys
shit.
back. Oh, is a dent in the door? Here's the keys. I'm out of here. I'm good because I bought my.
Has that happened to you before?
Oh, of course,
Oh,
dude.
it's the worst.
Well, is that
though.
in New York?
If you don't, I mean, it's everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I
feel
pay the
like Colorado,
insurance.
like no one drives in Colorado, right?
What? Dude, what? You're
I just
driving
imagine just driving,
treacherous
like-
roads, fucking
Yeah, the
Oh.
mountain
treacherous as
passes,
hell in Colorado.
All right, fuck. All right.
rain, weather.
Shit. Should I add
Drive
it on
slow.
now, or should I just do it when I get there?
Do when you get there.
All
when
right,
you get
cool.
before they give you the
Oh, yeah,
keys and
going
they
there
check you out,
tomorrow.
like I want
Oh yeah.
no fault.
Did I even
insurance.
plug that yet? I love how there's a bird sound.
There's
You
a
get the fucking
bird.
shredding. It's like the best sound effects.
We're like in the music jungle, man.
yeah. This is my this is my pad. This is what I do.
Word.
It's
Well,
su-
thanks for
it's-
having us, man. Fuck.
Yeah, man. I mean, this has been a blast. It's way better than doing podcasts by myself. And I've done a bunch with Davis, which is good. But like, it would be good to have guests, regular guests. My first twin episode. The twin episode. This episode took about what 6 times to finally get it to work.
Yeah, we did 16.
We made it happen though. You know, like,
Yesterday, we tried
we
to
were
record
tenacious.
this yesterday at their place, which is
And it
north of
failed.
here. And
It failed. We
Sorry.
fucked up.
Sorry.
I don't know what went wrong though. It was just
It's the-
sound.
We
There's
did everything
no-
right. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't fucking work.
I think that
17th time is the charm. right?
YouTube is just getting the feed from the Apollo.
You getting that sound?
Ah, that is
A
the
little
sound
sick
of
of look.
fire.
All right, I guess that's it, right? Oh yeah, I'm in Denver tomorrow. If you live in Denver, hit me up and we'll smoke weed and do nature shit. So I
Yeah.
don't get like I don't have to do
No
that
friends
shit
in
by
Denver.
myself. That sounds kind of like a horror movie, right?
Don't do it by yourself. It's kind of weird.
Should I
Don't do it by yourself.
should I do acid by myself
Definitely.
Whoa.
and go out in nature and like find myself and then I come back and
Anxious.
no
do that shit
clothes.
by
I
yourself.
feel anxious when I hear about that.
Find yourself as you come back to
And-
reality.
Holler at all of y'all. Thank you for
Yeah.
tuning in. There's 2 of you left. That makes 4 of us right now, all hanging out.
Yeah, man, but people
That's
watch it.
5 of
later.
us,
5,
because we're
bro.
3. Moon rocks.
Yeah, the way I look at it is like if there was more than this, it would be overwhelming. Imagine having thousands of people watching. You don't want to hang out with 1,000 people. live.
No.
That's frustrating. This place with this place over here would be going crazy, and it would be like, whoa, they're saying shit. The person's like cursing you out. Like there's someone saying eat my ass like
That's
1,000
like
times instead of just the one
that's
time.
like HQ, dude.
Yeah, it's like HQ.
What's HQ?
HQ
That,
is this.
The game, dude. It's the
Game
fucking
show.
game show. The live game show I showed you.
Yeah. No, but real talk, like people are like on YouTube are saying like one day, like this kid Corey saying one day, guys, one day you'll have thousands of people. And like I really think
Yes.
if I had
He's
thousands of people
right.
watching the podcast,
We would raise lots of money
probably-
for charity.
no, I probably wouldn't do it. I kind of like doing shit when no one's paying attention, and then you have to leave them this content. Like, oh no, you got to go back.
The proof of it.
Yeah, it's like you just can re-release all this shit and repackage it with more money. I mean, isn't that everything? Isn't that the Beatles? The Beatles just repackage themselves every like 5 years for a new generation. And they did the anthology when I was a kid. Remember the
video game?
4 CDs? It was probably like $70.
Yep.
That shit was
It
tough.
was like a
Dude.
big apple.
They made
Paper.
and then they had the documentary too on PBS. Think about how many people bought
Paper.
that shit. And so like it's just like Star Wars. So I feel like Netherfriends has to be
Paper.
like Star Wars and what did I just say? What was the other one?
Star Wars.
Star Wars and the one I
Back
just
to the
said.
Future trilogy.
No, fuck Back to the Future. They don't care about that anymore.
Top Gun.
Oh, the Beatles.
Beatles.
The
Top
Beatles,
Gun's a
like
good
I
movie.
don't know, kids still like the Beatles now.
Beatles is the shit.
Yeah, like they still. So I just have to like make better songs than the Beatles eventually. If I put out this much content,
Hey man, who
Could
knows what's
delete-
gonna happen?
dude, delete all the albums and then just put out all the hits, so it just looks like I just put out like consistent content because I already know what's hot.
You could do that one hit a week, and have music for like fucking 2 years. straight.
Yeah, and just be like, no, you lost, because people would remember the songs and be like, oh, he's gonna release this one. Because if I delete all of it now, wouldn't that be great? Because I deleted 2 albums.
No
from the
man, I
internet.
don't know about that.
3 albums
It's gonna
from
be
the
tough for you to
internet.
delete any of that stuff. 'cause
What are you
it's-
talking about?
Is it providing you the monthly listenership?
I mean, I might have lost some by deleting some of my albums, but
But don't they also hold like the tracks back to you from any other digital path? Like
no,
if you delete those tracks, you won't be associated with as many other tracks that you're fucking with, and it dilutes your streams.
Yeah, I definitely fucked up my streams recently, but I don't care.
Hey man,
I'm still getting more every month. It's just that like yeah, like a lot of people are hitting me up being like, what happened to this album? What happened to this album? And I was like, you should have bought it. So I just said
that's what it
Support
is,
your-
man. If you want
Support
another
your
friend's
favorite
records,
artists.
you gotta buy that shit. It's not gonna be streaming forever.
Yeah,
No, no,
because
no,
I mean,
no.
streaming isn't forever. Like that's what's
No,
so
it's not.
beautiful about it. People put streaming on such a platform, and they don't. They're just blind. Everyone is blind. They need to open their eyes and see.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, because will MP3s exist in the same fucking format forever? Yeah, you can say that it's a digital file, but I'm pretty sure if you have a record in good quality, that's the way it sounded like when it came out of the fucking vinyl plant.
well,
like,
vinyl
however
is
many years ago.
permanent, dude. You just have like
Yes,
It's
vinyl's
permanent.
it's permanent.
It's a
and
physical
a-
I
facsimile.
mean, so is a CD. you
and
know what I'm
usually
saying?
the
Like,
minimum you can get is like 500.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there's
minimum is small. You gotta do big
500 of
runs.
this trash record, like that's what I think of records. I'm like, oh cool, we just printed a bunch of trash. Like I have all these records. Let's fucking shamelessly promote this vinyl. I have all these. I outlived this label that I was on.
I mean, it's kind of serious that you outliving the labels, but like,
Dude.
man, I think this is still a valid pursuit, right?
Yeah, no, this is great, but nobody's buying them online. And
That's incorrect, dude. There's a lot of people buying.
I'm
these
saying
records out
my
there.
record.
Yeah, you could sell that shit, dude. No doubt.
They are for sale on my Bandcamp, and nobody's buying them. And I promote it all the time.
Yo, guarantee you'll sell one of these tonight.
Okay, cool. Well, somebody buy this, because if not, I'm
It's a
never
good
gonna.
record,
I'm
man.
never gonna press vinyl. Never.
Yo,
Fuck vinyl.
the fact that you have that in the shrink wrap, that's crazy
have-
valuable.
Boxes of them.
Yo, boxes of them. Yo,
Sick.
you need to sell these shits like they were hotcakes, dog. That's
Ye-
fucking awesome.
I know. It's just about how you.
LPs for sale.
Yo, real talk. My son's tripping. This
and
is
it's on
awesome.
on pink vinyl.
It's on pink vinyl.
Clear vinyl.
It looks great. It's
I
got
love how you're
awesome.
selling this for me.
Yo,
That's good.
it honestly has awesome art directions.
And-
Fucking looks
and
great.
The story is from a book my dad wrote.
Yeah,
It's-
and there's a story on the back of it. And
there's a
usually, if
story
you
can
had,
read.
if
It's
you were
like
collecting
Bob
vinyl
Dylan
back in the day,
Wow.
there was a story that accompanied the vinyl,
Yeah,
and there was
that's
like
why I did
a
that.
story about the album and like
It's a
or live
real
recording,
LP, man.
whatever
Yo,
it was
don't
at
front.
the time.
Don't front. It's a real LP.
Man, this
Do
is
yourself a favor.
Just Google Netherfriends Bandcamp, and you will get to the merchandise section on there. Because a lot of people are like, "What's Bandcamp?" Right? Or I don't know.
Message.
But
an
dude,
excerpt from Melon.
I gotta be honest
Melon
though.
Ballers and
I
Cocker
gotta
Spaniels.
be honest with this. I hate selling shit, and when you can upload 3 albums a month, I don't have to sell anything.
And let them consume
People
you.
just
That is
and
true.
most of the people that listen to it aren't people that follow me on social media. It's just random ass people that discover me on some playlist. Like I look at the stats and that's how it's done. So it's like, oh wow, I don't even have to be on social media. I'm just doing it because it fills some like, hey, I'm doing some work. It makes me feel like I'm doing something that isn't just me sitting at my desk all day making music. Like I'm like, even the podcast is like, hey, I'm able to talk about things that I don't ever talk about in my music. And it opens you up as a person to be like, hey, I'm the person that made all those songs you listen to. I'm that piece of shit, you know. I'm
Give him
just-
that piece of
You
shit, dude.
piece of
yeah,
shit.
there's-
There's
piece of
the
shit.
art on the wall.
Oh yeah, dude. They can't see it.
Yeah,
It's
but
all good.
you piece of shit is a wonderful record that you made, dude. Well, wonderful record.
Wonderful record.
Wonderful
Let's sell
record.
some more of these records.
Sell some
here.
more
wonderful
We got-
record.
That's what's so fun about it. It's like I don't give a fuck anymore, and I'm able to make whatever I want. And I couldn't do that when I was really trying, when I wasn't making money. It's just funny like
man.
that. That's what it takes to make money, is to not give a fuck about anything. I really like. I think I talked about David Cho before on this podcast about we talked about it yesterday. The guy
David Cho?
from Facebook. He graffitied all of Facebook for them, like did
Mhm.
artwork, and it was for Sean Parker. He's like friends with Sean Parker, and he got stock in Facebook, and now he's worth millions and millions of dollars, and he's probably the richest artist. And he's just like this dude that does whatever he wants. Like he doesn't give a fuck about anything. He like hops trains and shit. He hitchhiked around China, and no one hitchhikes in China. Is that insane? And he doesn't speak Chinese. He's Korean.
That's crazy.
Chill. Dude,
Chill.
it's so cool. Like he does
Getting
literally
lost in China
yeah.
real fast.
And then right after that, he's a millionaire.
Whoa. Well, good for him. Good for you,
Yeah.
bro. Everybody's got their path.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know, that's inspiring. It's just do what you want. I mean, I don't care about money. It's not about money to me as much as it's just about having fun. I mean, that's what I talk about all the time with making records with you guys. It's just about
fun, man.
yeah, I mean, when you make music
That's
with
what
other
it's just about.
people, you should have fun making music. And when you're not having fun, you should stop doing that shit ASAP.
Don't do it just to do it, man. You must
Yeah.
have fun.
I stopped drinking Topo Chico for a while.
Not good.
I got back to it. Feels great.
Does
Took a
feel
break,
good.
you know,
Took a
you-
break.
Dude, you know.
Taking a break. No
Take a
topo break.
All right, I guess we should really go this time, right?
Yeah.
All
High
right,
five, dude.
dude.
Fucking-
Thanks for doing this.
Oh,
Yo.
yeah.
I got love for you, bro.
I got love for
I got love for you, bro. I got
Love,
love for all you
peace.
guys who stay around for the interview, man.
Peace.
Yo, we have
YouTube
so many
world.
more albums together because I had to upgrade my distro kid, so I'm gonna give him a lot of. I'm gonna fucking be like, we gotta go crazy places. Like we gotta go to Italy and make an album and eat pasta.
We're going to North Fork
Pasta
first.
album.
North
down.
Fork first.
North Fort. We didn't even talk about what the Hamptons. are
North
like.
Fork.
North Fort.
The North Fork.
Hamptons are a wonderful place. North Fork is a different place, but also a wonderful place. It's
We have
wonderful.
to get legal weed. Where's legal weed in Rhode Island or Connecticut or where the fuck?
Boston,
Boston.
Massachusetts,
Massachusetts. How
Boston.
sick.
All right, well,
All right, bye. Love
Peace.
you guys.
Peace,
Bye.
guys.
in the
Holler at you.
South by Southwest.